Hello, Governor. Top of the morning to you, lads. The previous bloke who helped Generalkidd introduce some proper British vehicles into Halo 3 couldn't be here today, so I'll be taking the piss instead. When I saw the previous videos about the British warthogs and revenants, I just thought, "Oi cunt, don't stop there." But we need more vehicles in Halo to be made proper British. I told my mate I was going to chunder if I had to drive another rubbish vehicle that Bungie ruined. My mate said I was a bit off my trolley, but I told him to bugger off because I was gutted that there's no proper British vehicles in Halo. But now, thanks to Generalkidd, I was absolutely chuffed when he showed me the British Mongoose in Halo 3. Everything is all hunky-dory now, and I quite fancy this Mongoose too. It's mental. Right, well, I'm gonna go have a cuppa with the king, have some crisps, and take this Mongoose for a test drive. I'll pass this back to Generalkidd now. Cheerio, lads.
Oi bruv, Basely here. I was only a few minutes late to this recording, and this bloke nicked my spot. You wanna go, bruv? Oh, sod it. I just wanna drive this mint British Mongoose too. Tally-ho, lads.
Alright everybody, it is now Generalkidd here. How's everyone doing today? So, by now you're probably aware that this video is about a very special mongoose, in that it is a British mongoose, and it is different from any normal mongoose because, well, as you can see, it is quite different in the way you drive it. So this whole thing only happened because during our previous live stream where we showcased my new mod that lets you play as your firefight characters in the ODST campaign, one of the viewers, LTB486, suggested that we should do more British vehicles, particularly a British mongoose. And at first, we weren't sure what to do with the mongoose because nothing we could think of made sense. And well, ultimately, this did not make any sense at all. But we ended up deciding that we should make this British mongoose by flipping the driver and passenger seat, just like all the other previous British vehicles we've done. So far we've done the British Warthog and the British Revenant, and now we're doing the British Mongoose. And the reason why we decided to flip the seats is because in those vehicles, and well, pretty much like in real life with most cars and stuff like that, the compared to like cars in the UK, you know, the driver and passenger seats are flipped. So we just flipped the driver and passenger seats on the Mongoose as well. And this is like such a cursed creation, honestly, but it was so funny. And we showed it to a few people too while working on it, and everyone got like a kick out of it. And just seeing people like drive a Mongoose from the passenger seat, just something about it just looks so it was so hilarious, and we couldn't stop cracking up so many times. But ultimately it worked, and it kind of works better with the Elite too on the driver's seat, well, on the passenger seat, or whatever seat you want to call it now. It's technically now the driver's seat, but it technically works better with the Elite based on like the animations and the pose compared to a Spartan driving it. But you know, ultimately it everything turned out pretty well, and just to make sure you're like even more aware that it's a British mongoose, we even added a bunch of UK flags all over it. But yeah, I mean, ultimately the main thing was that we took the steering wheel, we moved it to where the passenger seat was, and we changed the seats and the seat animations so that now you get on from the rear, and the front seat is now the passenger seat, which the passenger can shoot from it as well. But the Mongoose is fully functional this way, and it turned out pretty well, I think, and it was a pretty fun and hilarious project to work on. Of course, like I said, this absolutely makes no sense at all, but you know, we had fun with this, and that is pretty much the main reason why we did this mod. When I did those British like Warthog and British Revenant mods, like it never crossed our minds to do a Mongoose because it didn't make sense, but ultimately we did it anyways, and well, this is what you get. So yeah. Now there were a few other suggestions for more British vehicles, like a Scorpion tank and other stuff like that, and well, we have looked into them, and we most likely will do them. Well, we probably will. But yeah, you'll see those eventually. But in the meantime, hopefully you guys found this video to be interesting and, well, amusing. And if you did enjoy it, make sure to leave a like as always. And if there's anything else you want us to check out look into, or more British vehicles to do, then, well, just let us know in the comments down below. But aside from that, make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you all next time. Bye, guys.